0, 1. Let's get started.
Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of the Black and White United Show. I'm your host Andreas. Thank you so much for tuning in with me this evening, or this afternoon I should say. On today's video, I'm just going to dedicate this solely to my predicted starting 20 or 3, including the sub, for our opening round game against GWS. I will put the disclaimer out there. I am doing this fairly early, but barring any sort of late ins or late outs, this is the team that I think will take the field. It's not going to be 100% correct compared to what actually goes out there, but I thought I'd give it a shot. It's extremely difficult. We have to bear in mind that I think DeGoey won't be playing. Obviously, Houston's suspended, and I'm counting on Maynard actually playing the game as well. So I think he trained today at full strength, so I have him in. I also have Tom Mitchell still missing out and probably, as I said, not coming in until closer to Anzac Day, and Mason Cox is obviously out with that finger injury. Let's get to it and let's see how we go. Okay, so I'm going to start from the back line. Deep in defense, I've got Quainer, Moore, and Maynard. Pretty stock standard. I think that'll be 100% accurate. Half backs, I've got Howe, Reef, and Josh Dacos. It'll probably be Josh Dacos, Reef, and then Howe, but either way, I have them 3 across the half back line. In the middle, on the wing, I've got Lipinski. Then I've got Harry Perryman playing in the center. I've got Jack Crisp playing on the other wing. In the half forward, I've got Bo McCreery starting on the ground at half forward. I've got Brody Mychek, contradicting to what I said in the video earlier on, or early last month. I was going to put McStay as centre half forward, but I think Mychek might be the one that goes up to centre half forward to drag that defender out to leave McStay there for the open mark in the goal square. So I've got McCreery on the half forward flank, Mychek at centre half forward, and Jamie Elliott on the other half forward flank. The full forward line, I've got Bobby Hill starting in the forward pocket. I've got McStay starting at full forward, and I've got Tim Membry starting in the other forward pocket. That's my 18 starting on the field. Let's get to the interchange. So the interchange was quite difficult to fill up because of the outs that we've got. The hardest part about it was probably putting in who's going to play as a sub. You've got players like Ned Long, you've got players like Sullivan, players like Billy Frampton, and another one that I think who performed in the practice games is Oleg Markov. I know he's on the rookie spot, but I've got him as a sub simply because of obviously Houston's out. Houston would then, in my opinion, would go straight into the back line, and then one of probably like Jeremy Howe would then start on the bench, and you'd have the Dacos Houston effect off across the half back line. But on the interchange bench, I have Hoskin Elliott, Steele Sidebottom, Lockie Schultz, and Ed Allen as my 4 starting interchange players. And then I have as a sub either Oleg Markov or Will Parker. That's just running how deep we are when you've got the likes of DeGoey missing out, Houston missing out, obviously Mason Cox, who will be pushing for a spot once he's back fully fit. So that's my team. It's not going to be a very long video. We're not going to go in depth. We do have a live tomorrow night at 8:30, which I will be obviously repeating this team in. I'll put it in the comments there for you guys to obviously have a decent look at. But that's my predicted side for round 0. So just a couple of players that I've put into these positions I want to obviously talk about really quickly. I've put Perryman in the middle. I think he plays like the Tom Mitchell role, the Luke Ball role, even the Jared Blair role, that type of in and under the packs, or he's the one that gets the ball out of the pack and just bang, hand passes it out straight to a running defender. I mentioned that in my video after the Richmond game. I think he is essential to the way that we set up around the packs, and I think he's going to draw a tagger. I've just got this feeling that he's not lightning super quick, but he's going to demand another midfielder keep their eyes on him, because he's going to be the feeder for our players to drive the ball. For example, in round one, players like a Dan Houston and an Isaac Quainer to obviously play their role, and he's going to be doing that. And I can just see the hand passes out to a Josh Dacos and the hand passes out to Isaac Quainer running through, even a Jack Cripps running on the side of him. I can just see that dominating over the next couple of weeks. The other two I wanted to talk about, obviously, which I mentioned before, is Mychek and McStay. I'm still 50-50 as to who plays full forward, who plays centre half forward. I think both combinations work. I think going for shots at goal, McStay is probably a more accurate shot on goal. That's a personal opinion. I haven't looked at stats or anything like that. I'm just giving you guys what I think. I think that he would be a more accurate shot on goal. So he would probably be the one that would start at full forward, try and get those strong contested marks, or, you know, the defenders are pushing up and we've got one back out there, which will be someone like a McStay, takes a mark between 20 and 35 meters out in that danger zone, pretty much directly in front, and he should be able to nail 3 to 4 goals a game. I really see him in that position. On the contrary side, I don't even know how to say that word, but you know what I mean. On the other hand, if he was to go centre half forward, I can see him obviously dragging out the defender, taking the mark, going for a shot at goal around 50 out, which I still think he'll nail. But I saw really good signs from Mychek's groundwork. If the ball was to come into a pack around the goal square, I saw a lot of good signs from Mychek just to hustle it forward, get the soccer off the ground and stuff like that. And if it was to come down, you then have such a dangerous forward line in Membry, Schultz, McCreery, Bobby Hill, all these players just swooping. And you can just imagine the ball coming down in a pack if it wasn't a contested mark, it hitting the deck, Perryman's there, he gets the hand pass off to one of our forward pockets, and bang, we get one in. I do think that they're going to go with McStay as the full forward option and Mychek centre half forward to drag that out, but that's just the wait and see. The last one I want to talk about, and I really think this is going to be a match winner for us this season, is Bo McCreery on the half forward line. He's going to be the extra midfielder that we need. You are going to see him in each stoppage around the ground. No matter where it is, you are going to see him push up into the contest. He might be a one handball, Perryman handball away, or a Perryman handball forward. Or when the ball is in the forward line, you are going to see him act as a rover, as a ruck rover. You're going to see him in and under the pack, ready to tackle, ready to do his thing against the opposition. He's going to give half-back defenders for the opposition an absolute nightmare. What I want to see from Bo McCreery when he applies his trade, and he does it because he did it last year, pushing up into the contest. What I want to see from Bo McCreery this year, just like everyone else, is for him to add another 4 to 5 disposals to his game. Yes, he can kick a couple of goals or a goal here and there. Yes, he can do the tackle. Yes, he can do little important bursts of play, which obviously Brisbane, for example, at the end of the year last year, he can do that throughout a game, throughout a season. But I want to see him add another 4 to 5 disposals. I want to see him with the ball as opposed to doing the stuff so much off the ball. That gets us the result all the time. Let's see him get another 4 to 5 disposals and kick a goal a game or kick 2 goals a game. That'll take him to an average disposal, I would say, of around 15 to 20 disposals a game and add a couple of goals. For a guy rotating off the half forward line, I mean, that's match-winning stuff. That's underrated stuff. That's just the workhorse, the engine room, and he can be an absolute match winner for us this season. And I can't wait to see him do what I think he's capable of doing, going back to the form of the grand final, going back to his form towards the end of the year. It was fantastic. Hey everybody, thank you so much for tuning into my YouTube channel. Just a quick message out there. If you haven't already, could you please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel? It would mean the world. We're getting heaps of views. The traction's been really good. But yeah, we'd love to get the subscribers up. So if you haven't already, please hit the like button, subscribe, and you'll get your daily dose or your weekly dose of all things Collingwood for the fans, from the stands. Call it as you see it. And as always, guys, go the Pies. As I said before, the sub, I'm still not 100% sure about. I think it'll either be Markov or Will Parker. I could be completely wrong. I don't think I really missed anybody here. I know that obviously we've got the injuries. DeGo probably won't be playing. Houston's suspended. Cox still isn't in. I don't see a team where we can play this side and have a Ned Long or a Billy Frampton playing as a sub. I think we're pretty much jam packed with those types of players. Now I'm going to post this obviously Monday night. We don't play till Sunday. There could be chops, changes, whatever within the side. You know, touch wood. There's no injuries during the week at training. But as of Monday, as of the 3rd of March, in the afternoon, this is the side that I think will take the field, or as close as possible, will take the field against GWS in round 0, which, whatever, we're playing round 0. It's our first game of the season. It's going to look significantly different next week against Port Adelaide, but this is the side that will take us and start us in our campaign in 2025. Tell me what you think. Leave a comment. Call it as you see it. That's it. It's football season. The week started. And as always, go the Pies.